Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Wednesday, January 28th. And we have with us again, very fortunate and blessed to have with us, Judge Andrew Napolitano. You know, before we went on the air, we said, how you doing? And we're both not doing good. And we're so sad to see what's going on in this country. And Judge, you have an article coming out tomorrow. And it's in the Trends Journal. You let us publish it. American Gestapo, American Psycho. Last week, a half dozen masked and unidentifiable immigration and customs enforcement agents killed a 39-year-old federal employee, a nurse, by spraying pepper spray into his eyes, pushing him to the ground, stealing his lawfully owned and carried handgun, and then shooting him 9 times in the back. The thugs from ICE, whom the federal government has sent to Minneapolis, have produced murder and mayhem on a scale far more violent, disruptive, and disturbing to human life than have the immigrants residing there without papers.
You know, this nurse, an Italian American, saw the ICE agents push a woman to the ground. They pushed her to the ground because she was blowing a whistle at them and she was photographing them. He came to the woman's aid, and that's when they pepper sprayed him. Pushed him to the ground, stole his gun, which was in a holster in the small of his back. The agent with the gun was showing the gun, and he ran away from the other agents. I don't know why. Then they murdered him. Well, so if this isn't a case of murder, I don't know what is. Shooting an unarmed person whom you've restrained, whom you've blinded. The last thing he saw before he gave up the ghost was that pepper spray coming at his eyes. These are monsters dispatched by a monstrous mentality that doesn't respect human life. This is the second one of these deaths, both avoidable, neither lawful, both arguably murder. In both cases, the other case is Renee Good, the woman in the car. The feds have seized all the evidence and kept it from the state. Now, that's a state crime, obstruction of justice. When a federal judge ordered the feds not to destroy the evidence, the Justice Department opposed the order. How could it possibly morally oppose an order prohibiting them from destroying evidence? Because they are terrified that someone other than them will examine what happened at the scene. I've argued that these ICE agents should be identified, indicted, and arrested by force if necessary and incarcerated without bail because they're a menace to society.
It's horrible. You know, again, this is an article from Reuters today. In 6 violent encounters, evidence contradicts Trump's immigration officials' narratives. U.S. President Donald Trump, top immigration official pieces of shit, have repeatedly made statements after violent encounters involving federal agents, including 2 fatal shootings, that were later contradicted by evidence. A Reuters review found. Trump officials quickly painted the 2 recently shot dead, Renee Good and Alex Pretty, as aggressors and said the shootings were justified. But video and other evidence soon emerged that contrasted sharply with these accounts, fueling questions about the credibility of federal officials, and again, official pieces of shit, and doubts about their willingness to fully investigate these and other incidents?
Well, the Secretary of Homeland Security said that Alex Preddy, whose life was devoted to saving human life, came there to commit mass slaughter. And your friend, I'm being sarcastic, Stephen Miller, said he was an assassin.
Yeah.
Now, the Department of Homeland Security conducted its own preliminary. Oh, by the way, Noam also said he brandished a gun, meaning he had it in his hand and he pointed it at them. Of course, none of this turned out to be true, and none of it has been retracted. Gerald, their lying is shameless. The way
we are in Nazi Germany. Hey, Trump, you got that German heritage in you, don't you, huh? You like that Heil Hitler, don't you? And here's the other thing, Judge. Number one, people, you should see the emails I'm getting. How dare I come out against Trump? How dare I say this? And calm down. Don't you do this. How dare you say that to me? Look what they're doing to our country. Look at this picture, Judge. Look at this picture. This is in today's New York Times. Look at this. Going into this woman's house. Look at this. Look at this. How about Nazi Germany? These little slimeball boys with all their weapons, the top weapons that you could get, going into a woman's house to get a husband because he's from Liberia. Look at that.
It's not justified by any moral, legal, or constitutional standard, but this is what Trump has unleashed on us. This is all due to Trump and, of course, the people that he's appointed who blindly do what they believe he wants them to do.
Here, this is that Noam, whatever her name is, the Homeland Security.
Kristi Noem.
Yeah. Labeled Preddy a domestic terrorist. She used similar language about Good, describing the actions of ICE agents who fatally shot her as an appropriate response to, quote, an act of domestic terrorism. Good was unarmed in a car, and video evidence shows she was trying to steer away from the agent before she was shot 3 times.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. And maybe they'll kill us too for talking about this. Are you ready for this? A video posted on Tuesday shows an agent sitting in his car as he openly threatens an onlooker, saying, quote, I will tell you this, brother. You raise your voice, I will erase your voice.
Well, this is the authority that these thugs have been given by Washington, D.C. A federal judge appointed by George W. Bush and a former clerk for Justice Antonin Scalia, so the White House can't say he's a left-wing liberal pinko creep, has ordered the head of ICE to appear before him on Friday and explain why they're not even following judicial orders in Minnesota. Nobody can be deported without a hearing, and you can't use force needlessly. This type of thuggery that you've just described is as un-American as can be. The public should not have to take this. They've sworn an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. They have to protect the right of the demonstrators to shake their fists in the faces of these little tyrants.
You know, the other thing too, Judge, when I came out against Genocide Joe for what he's done, and that little clown boy, that Anthony Blinken, calling them out for their genocide, I would never get hate emails.
Right.
Say, oh, I like Joe Biden, or, you're an anti-Semite or some crap like that. But never did I get emails attacking me for coming out against what Trump is doing. And by the way, Trump said Alex Preddy should not have carried a gun. He said that the man fatally shot by the federal agent during a confrontation in Minneapolis should not have been carrying a gun. Asked whether he agreed with administration officials to describe Preddy as a domestic terrorist, Trump said, hey, ready? I haven't heard that, but certainly shouldn't have been carrying a gun.
Well, under
he had a gun. I don't like that. He had two fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff. That's his quote.
Well, the Supreme Court says the right to carry a gun is in the same category as the right to speak freely. The Second Amendment is the same force and effect as the First. Minnesota law expressly allows you to carry a loaded gun wherever you are in public, including at a public political demonstration. So Trump doesn't know the law. Kash Patel doesn't know the law. Stephen Miller doesn't know the law. Kristi Noem doesn't know the law. And it's just simply not believable that Trump doesn't know what his own people have said about Alex Preddy. They put out press releases. Carolyn Levitt put out press releases calling him an assassin and a domestic terrorist. Those press releases go out in the name of President Trump. How could he not know what she and Miller and the others have been saying about him? The president's word is simply not to be taken seriously. He doesn't care about the truth. He also apparently doesn't care about the politics, because this is just not playing well for him and the Republicans. Why are these people who are attacking you, who did not attack you when you attacked Joe Biden for funding genocide, so devoted to Trump that he can fund murders in the streets and you're the bad guy, not him? Why?
Why? The same reason probably why Alex Jones took me off after me being on with him for, over a decade. For me being on when everybody wanted to get me off because of what he did with Sandy Hook. Because go to InfoWars, all pro-Trump, pro-ICE.
Wow.
That's why. You know, Judge, you're talking about the two-faced of what Trump says. He had two fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff. And again, this guy had a license for concealed weapons. The videos and what you said make it perfectly clear he never pulled out his gun. They first said he had it, and he was just showing his cell phone.
Right.
So you know what it is, Judge? The ICE guys kill the bull. There's no longer bullshit. Now, Trump shit outshits bullshit. It's Trump shit. This son of a bitch keeps lying day after day after day right in front of everybody's eyes.
Yes.
It's Trump shit. Hey, you ready? Here. We want to have peace on earth all over. Oh, that's when he was running for office back in September 2024. We're going to have, I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. That was October 20th, 2024. I want immediate peace. And that was a year ago, January 20th, 2025. I'm moving quickly to end wars, settle conflicts, and restore the planet to peace. I want peace. Oh, how many times did he bomb Somalia? Oh, it's about 130 times now. Right. Oh, Yemen bombed it. Iraq bombed it. Iran bombed it. Oh, what did he do? He kidnapped the president and his wife of Venezuela. I want peace. Again, the ICE killed the bull. Trump shit outshits bullshit. Get rid of the word bullshit. The bull is dead. It's Trump shit. Day after day after day. Again, he said he should have not carried a gun. A gun that was allowed under Minnesota law.
It sure is. And federal law as well. Again, they don't know what they're talking about. If you read the last line of my piece that you were kind enough to publish in the Trends Journal, you'll see that I parroted you. Because when this stuff gets so bad, what are they going to do? Attack Iran.
Yep.
They're going to attack Iran to take us to war.
Yep. And everybody will forget about it. Hey, Judge, where are the Epstein files?
1% has been revealed. Who's going to enforce the law against the enforcers, the Justice Department, failing to comply with legislation enacted with near unanimity, only 1 dissent?
Yeah. And didn't Trump sign the thing? What is it, November 19th? That it would be no later than December 19th? Didn't Trump sign that?
Yes, correct.
Again, it's not bullshit. It's Trump shit. Get rid of the word bull. One lie after another. And again, everybody else, calm down, Salenti. Oh, you could murder anybody. We could kill anybody. Be calm. Be calm.
How can you be
calm?
This
article you have, and again, you have, all of what's going on. And can the state of Minnesota prosecute the ICE killers? Yes, under federal and state law. But are they?
Well, they're trying to, but remember, the feds have seized the evidence and tried to oppose a judicial order that required them to preserve the evidence. Eventually, there's no statute of limitations on murder. Eventually, the state will get its hands on that evidence. It'll identify these ICE guys, and it will indict them, arrest them, and prosecute them. It's not going to happen overnight. You know who's been left out of this mysteriously also? The FBI. This is just the Department of Homeland Security investigating its own. The FBI has been left out. The federal prosecutors in Minnesota have been left out. The state investigators in Minnesota have been left out. The state prosecutors in Minnesota have been left out. The Minneapolis police have been left out. This is Kristi Noem's people investigating their own. They won't let anybody else in.
This is not this is in America of our founding fathers. And again, we've been doing this for years, and it's week after week robbing us of our life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Happiness is a dirty word.
Yes.
It's gone.
Yes.
You say here, Judge, the shameless lying is contradicted by what we all can see. The same psychotic mentality that argued last year it can execute people on the high seas without trial has brought that might makes right nihilism into our streets. If Congress doesn't stop this sickness in the executive branch by defunding it before it's too late, the voters will deem Congress complicit. Most of what I'm seeing, Judge, is that where is Congress?
Nowhere. The House of Representatives isn't even in session. And Trump controls, and the Christian nationalists who run the Republican Party in the House have a lock grip on it. But they only have a 2-vote majority. The Democrats, of course, are angry. I would imagine more than 2 Republicans are angry. I haven't heard from Thomas Massie yet, but I can't believe that he'll roll over on this. No way.
But they're not a House of Representatives. They don't represent us.
No, they represent the political party that sent them there. And that party stands for nothing other than what Trump wants at any given moment.
Again, the magazine this week, we have one of the things about how much the billionaires have given to the campaigns over the last year. It's ridiculous. Just what the billionaires are giving. They don't represent us. And again, this isn't corporatism anymore. It's fascism. As that guy Mussolini said, the merger of state and corporate powers. The Intel deal they did, and now with the mining companies they did, we get a percent. It's fascism, the merger of state and corporate powers.
Yes.
Judge, thanks for being on. Everybody go to Judging Freedom. Who do you got coming up, Judge?
I have the great Phil Giraldi this afternoon, and tomorrow morning, Colonel Douglas McGregor.
Yeah, this is heartbreaking to what's going on. I can't believe it. And again, like you write in your article, at the very end, you make it very clear. As I say, when all else fails, they take us to war. Of course, the psychopaths have the upper hand. Watch out, people of Iran. When the psychopaths are failing at home, they will bring us to war abroad. They do it all the time.
I know you've been saying that for many years. Thank you, Gerald. No matter what we talk about, it's a pleasure to be analyzing this with you.
Thank you.